Hey, thanks for tuning in. My name's Kisha. I'm the founder of Upgraded Mindsets and the host of the Empowering and Real Talk podcast. Since you are tuning in, let me tell you, expect unfiltered dialogues on relevant topics designed to help unlock effective personal, professional, and entrepreneurial growth. Through our candid insight and motivating strategies from yours truly, as well as my guests, the Empowering and Real Talk podcast will encourage you to implement any necessary steps to activate and achieve greater success on any and every level. Listen, in order for us to grow individually and as a whole, these conversations are necessary. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the Empowering Real Talk podcast. It's available on any streaming platform, including YouTube. I appreciate your support. Let's get it. What up, y'all? Welcome back to Empowering Real Talk. It is your girl, Coach K Woods, and y'all know I'm back with another dope session. Hey, today's session is going to be a little vulnerable, a little transparent. I'm going to share a little bit of my story. I feel like that this is something that I need to do, but also somewhat of a reintroduction because I have really been on a self-discovery journey here the last couple of months. And it has been probably one of the greatest things that have happened here in the past year for me. Y'all see me as Coach K Woods. Y'all see Upgraded Mindsets. You see the podcast. You see me at UPM Suites. But what I wasn't prioritizing was who is Kisha. And how many of y'all can relate to that? You know, people say, oh, well, Kisha, how's it going? Oh, you know, the business is good. The business. And I wasn't saying Kisha is good. Oh, I'm saying I'm good, but I wasn't great, right? I tell women all the time that in order for us to grow as entrepreneurs, we have to make sure that our personal purpose is in alignment. And although I am walking in the purpose of uplifting women, encouraging women, empowering women, I was doing that for me, but I wasn't doing it as deep as I should have been, right? So I'm going to talk about that for a little bit because what I encounter with a lot of us is how we say, oh, if my kid's good, I'm good. If my family good, I'm good. But you're not good. And you're not good because you are still mentally frustrated. That's a cop-out. Okay? You saying, oh, I do it for the kids. I get it. As a person that has went from a mother of one to raising 3 children literally overnight with the illness of my sister and the eventual death of my sister, I get it. We just feel like as moms, we are automatically supposed to put our kids before us. But let me tell you this, look at it from this standpoint. If you are mentally healthy, don't you think that that's going to help your kids a lot more? If you're operating out of a space of stress and havoc and frustration and anger all the time, do you think that that's better than you actually taking the time out to get mentally healthy? That's a default. You are operating in an old, outdated method that you have to put your kids or your husband or your wife or, you know, your mom or your family first before you. We ain't doing that no more. We are prioritizing us first. Because what has happened with me is I was able to put myself first. I was able to say, you know what? I've really got to work on me because I'm tired of being stressed out. I'm tired of worrying about everybody else, and I don't got time to worry about me. Because here's what you're doing when you are steady putting yourself at the low end of the totem pole. You are putting yourself for a stroke, heart attack, whatever else, because you're so stressed out because you're not prioritizing you, paying attention to your body. You know those little aches and pains sometimes that might shoot through your body and stuff like that? Yeah, you got to pay attention to that stuff. That's from stress. That's from havoc, toxicity, negativity, the environments that you're around. It's from all of that, So if you're not prioritizing that, and you always hollering at your kids, you mad and you frustrated. And I was a person that was always mad and frustrated. So I understand. I speak about this because it is experiences that I have gone through. So when people ask me, what give you the right to say it? Because I've lived these experiences. I am a life coach, but I identify with life and business coach. But to take it deeper, I am a self transformational coach, personal transformational coach, and entrepreneurial development coach, because I help women figure out who they are as an individual so they can step into their purpose as an entrepreneur. And if you have a business, if you're thinking about a business, if you stuck within your business, then we can have a conversation to talk about how to get that, how to get you unstuck. But we're going to talk about the personal side first, because I have had the conversation with many, many women who are stressed out in their personal lives, but are trying to grow a business, start a business, elevate a business, take a side hustle and turn it into a business. Yeah, that's just almost impossible. Take it from somebody that knows. Okay. But I used to be frustrated all the time. I spent years suppressing emotions. I spent years just taking things and prioritizing everybody else and making sure, because in my mind, it was like, oh, I'm going to, help them out, or I'm going to make sure I'm there for them, or I'm going to make sure that I put their needs ahead of me, because that's how I'm going to get blessed. When all I was doing was being stressed out to the max because I wasn't fulfilling my life, not for me. You know what I'm saying? So, as a personal transformation coach and as an entrepreneurial development coach, let me just tell you ladies something. Don't stroke yourself out trying to say, I'm putting my kids first. Because if you are not giving them a healthy environment mentally as well as physically, yeah, you want to provide financially. I get it. But you want to provide for them and give them a safe space to be able to have a conversation with you too. And you hollering at them all the time. And baby, listen, I used to holler at my boys all the time. But one thing I always make sure I try to do with them is keep the communication lines open. And to this day, they are all grown and they all know that they can still have a conversation with me about uncomfortable conversations. I apologize to them for anything that I caused that, might have caused trauma, whatever else. I was accountable for that. Okay. So as a woman, I'm coming to you ladies, and I know I do have men listening as well. So please share this with your mom, your sister, whoever you want to share it with. But we are transforming our life. We are getting more positive in our habits and our day-to-day activities, and we are becoming more mentally healthy because we are in the season of doing so. I have walked this journey for almost 4 years. I am a full-time entrepreneur now, and I am a full-time coach, have been. I've got some new projects in the works, and I'm super excited about it. But I also had to figure me out before I pivoted in my business. I had to discover who Kisha was, reconditioned. Kisha 3.0, not 2.0, but 3.0. And doing so and doing a lot of reflecting has really paid off for me. I'm super excited about what's in store. But I wanted to share this kind of emotional episode for those that might be mentally frustrated and those who might not, know where they need to go with life's purpose on a personal or professional level. I want to just let you know that it's time to deeply, deeply reflect on what it is that you want to be. If you have no idea where you want to go, how you want to do it, what you want to do, then it's time to go back to the basics of who you are. Start from the beginning. I had to go back and start from the beginning. Yeah, I know who Upgraded Mindset serves. I know what Upgraded Mindset's mission is. But I always got to make sure that I know what Kisha's mission is, because they're in alignment. but they're not the exact same. And that's how it's supposed to be. All right. So short but simple episode. Like I said, I have, some self-discovery guides. The Journey to Activate Our Best Life is available on the Upgraded Mindsets online store. If you are ready to discover who you are as an individual, as a business owner, as a professional person, however, I definitely recommend grabbing that. www.upgradedmindsets.shop. And of course, if you want to have a one-on-one conversation with me, then check out the calendar. It'll be listed in the podcast notes. But I'm all for us growing. And it's time for us to get a little uncomfortable to make that happen. Your personal transformation is going to elevate everything else. Get clear about what it is that you want. Focus on you first. I'm not telling you to alienate everybody. I'm telling you to focus on you first and learn how to do that effectively. If you need some help, I'm here. Go ahead and get on the calendar and we can talk about it, all right? I appreciate y'all again for tuning in. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you have subscribed. Be on the lookout because it's a new project in the works, baby. So make sure you're on the lookout for that. Sign up to my link tree so you can get those updates. And have a phenomenal rest of y'all day, night, whenever you're listening to this, all right? I appreciate y'all again for tuning in. Stay empowered, baby.